All right, let's do this.
Hello.
How you feeling, babe?
I'm nervous.
You nervous?
Yes.
I'll walk you through it here. This is a Game Changer podcast hosted by JL and Triana.
Hi.
Say what's up, babe.
Hello, people.
All right, so you guys are going to have to bear with us. This is our first episode, and we're just trying to work out the kinks here. So we got new gear, new setup, and we're just going to try to we'll come up with a format as we go. And
Which I don't like, but
yeah, she's more prepared. She likes to be really prepared.
I'm a planner.
She's a planner. Me, no. I'm an artist, and I just live life, man. Mm-hmm. And she hates that. I shouldn't say you hate it, but you can't do what I do, and I find it hard to do what you do. So that's why we balance out, and that's why we're here.
Yes, that is true.
So what we're gonna do is just kind of go through current events a little bit and give you guys a little background of us, answer some questions that's been asked on IG.
Okay.
All right, so why don't you lead us off with what we just watched?
So we just watched the Super Bowl, and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Woo! I'm super happy for Andy Reid, man.
Yes.
Us being an Eagles fan, man, I'm
Long time coming.
I love it, man. I love it. We was cheering on, and shout out to my wife for the food, though. She hooked up the Super Bowl party food.
Thanks.
Her wings was on fleeketh. Them ribs was banging too. Even though you said you added a little too much salt, I didn't taste the
they
salt.
were too salty, but
Them wings, them ribs, yo. Even though the rice, I'm gonna have to.
oh gosh,
I'm gonna have to school you on how to make.
I didn't put enough water in the rice cooker,
right.
you guys. Sorry.
You gotta, if you guys know anything about making rice in the rice cooker, the steamer, you gotta make sure you measure it up to your middle finger, like the second line in the middle. That's the key. That's how we do
That's
it.
not how I measured it, so clearly I have to do that next time.
That's how it's done in our household growing up. You don't put there's no measurement to it but your fingers. But other than that, the food was excellent. Thank you for taking care of that. I had an honor eating it, and everybody else did.
Yes. I will say, though, that it was quite the challenge trying to watch and enjoy the game and catch all the commercials. Ooh, let's say that again. Catch all the commercials because I was in the kitchen. So when you're hosting, you're mainly trying to make sure that everyone is comfortable and you're serving the food. And so I feel like I was going a little bit crazy there, but
you're a natural at this because that's a great segue into the commercials.
Oh, that's what I meant to do.
That's pretty good. That's really good. So let's talk about the commercials. How about that?
Okay. So the first one, I don't even want to really give it the light of day because it was straight basura. So I don't really number 45. I just want to move on. It was trash.
that was kind of weird. Like when you watch, I don't normally, I don't know, maybe ever noticed any type of political campaign ever being shown by the current president. Maybe you guys can correct us on this, but I've never seen any president do that. And the way it was done was it was quite obvious he was targeting a current demographic with that one. You know what I mean? And I'm just watching it come on, son.
No, they've done it before many times, especially during highly televised events. It's just that
I never seen
coming from him.
I guess it stands out more when it comes out.
It was absurd.
Yeah. It was weird. I had a moment of, man, I ain't trying to watch this right here. Put something fun on. But the one thing I did like was the intro to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With the kid.
That was really cute.
That was dope. Even though that kid did look like Mario. Mario.
Oh yeah,
The R&B singer Mario.
yes.
Then you
He
let me
did.
love you. Yeah,
my
but it was a great
gosh.
intro to the
Edit that
NFL with the kids running on the field and just I don't know. That was really well done.
I'm upset that I missed the national anthem, not because
Oh yeah.
of the anthem itself, but Demi Lovato was singing it, and I'm a fan. So
Yeah, we can't even front telling, and give you our thoughts on that because we actually missed it because
we had Disney Plus on.
that's right. Shout out to our son to let you know if you guys are actually watching this podcast to let you know how real it is. We actually have the baby
Alright, don't be-
the baby monitor. Yeah, so
With
our
one
son,
battery left on there.
I know
You didn't have it plugged in.
my son hogs up their freaking 80-inch TV that we got. Man, I thought I was gonna like enjoy some movies on there, but that's basically his TV.
Yep,
Disney Plus all day long.
all day.
So just give me some more of what stood out, what you thought was funny, what you thought was lame.
Well, there was some pretty funny ones, but in the beginning, the Walmart commercial was cute with all the aliens.
Yeah, did anyone pick up the license plate to the pug driving that car?
Well, I didn't until after you said it though.
Pug life, pug life.
It was very cute.
That was cool. Yeah, I like how they incorporated like a lot of like, older characters, current characters, childhood characters. So that was pretty cool. Walmart.
Yeah.
They also had another commercial towards the end of it, and it was kind of more like, can we all get along type of commercial. Like just trying to, unite. I don't know if you peeped that or not.
With Walmart?
With Walmart, yeah. I even said it too. I'm like, damn, Walmart is spending some money today.
Oh, when they aired the other one towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now.
It was more like an inspirational type of commercial.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool, Shout out to Walmart. I was up there earlier. Shout out to we had to go get some chicken seasoning mix and all that. Mm-hmm. What else? What else you got?
One of my favorites, but it was also the most traumatizing one. And that was the Rocket Mortgage commercial.
That was awesome.
With Jason Momoa.
I love it. That was great.
Looking all types of wrong.
But I thought it was cool. I thought it was dope. He was like, I'm just trying to get comfortable here. Took off his muscles.
Oh my god.
Took off
the hair.
his abs and his chest. He took off his hair. But
it was disturbing.
I mean, you kind of females. Some females do that.
What?
Sometimes they got like ass like underwear or spandex or something like that. They come home. They pretty much take it off.
Babe, that is a stretch.
But I'm saying like, not really a stretch, but you can kind of make some sort of similarities to that if you think about it. Ladies come home, y'all take off y'all hair too sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I thought that was cool. I didn't expect that because technology was so crazy on that.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good.
That's right. What else you got? See, she
Oh,
like
my
I said,
other-
her being prepared. Look at her being prepared. She got notes here.
Yes.
I'm going off the top.
My other favorite one that was a repeating one all throughout the game was a Tide commercial.
Oh, the later or something
With
like
the
that.
stain.
Yeah, with the stain. I missed the last. I kind of caught that last one when they were older.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
He had finally gotten it out, and then she put her hand on his shoulder again,
Mm-hmm.
and it was ice cream or something.
That was cool.
Ooh, that one was a good one. I forget that actor's name, but I think he's funny. I don't know if you want to mention this guy. I thought that was kind of corny.
I thought Tom Brady was retiring. He made an appearance there, but it was mainly for Hulu. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
Hulu is cool, I guess. What else you got? Give me something interesting.
Oh, the Mountain Dew one was great with Tracy Ellis Ross. I love her, and Bryan Cranston. There was hilarious. That
was
was my
great.
other favorite one.
I love Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes,
I loved her.
She is.
I loved her when I
goddess.
seen
She's
her in
amazing.
Girlfriends, man. It was like she's amazing. She is amazing. Apologize for the way I sound because I'm getting over a cold. Maybe a little nasally.
Yeah,
You too.
me too.
But we just had to do it.
And the baby.
And the baby,
The whole
too.
house.
Yeah. Here are some of my notes. I like the turbo.
You took notes?
I took some notes too when I could.
So what?
I had JL on me, most of the time, but I try to take notes as well.
Oh.
I like the MC Hammer. The
You did?
Cheetos popcorn.
I mean, I want to try that.
Exactly.
But
That's the reason why I liked
that
it.
crazy about the commercial.
That's the reason why I liked it. It was the Cheetos. Let's keep running through this here. What else did I write down?
Oh, the Hyundai Sonata. I had watched that commercial on YouTube first with the Boston accent.
Oh yeah.
The self park car, the car.
The car. They actually gave us a shout out. They said game changer.
It didn't say it like that though, baby.
My accent is the worst. Oh my goodness.
That was horrible.
My wife makes fun of me all the time because in my mind it sounds like I'm doing the accent. But
you're not
but my
at all.
my output when I actually say it, she's saying like I tried to do. We was watching Coco the other day, right? One of my favorite movies, and there was a part there where they were stuck in like the cave. What happened?
It's just blocking my face.
Oh my bad. There was a part in Coco where he actually finds out that the dude he was running with was actually his grandfather.
His great grandfather.
His great grandfather. And he was like, I'm proud to be his father. Yeah, I don't know if I meant to actually do other. I'm like, I'm proud to be his family.
So bad. You sounded like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Hey, I think I sound good. But yeah.
Anyways, moving on. The avocado commercial. The
Avocarrier. Yeah, that was really good. I like that a lot
that
too.
was cute.
I like that one.
What else? I thought that the TurboTax one.
The dancing one?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of creepy, but
I wasn't amused.
yeah. Oh, shout out. Yo, it's crazy. Like some of these companies like Sabra, the hummus, the people that make the hummus.
Yeah.
Yo, they had like T-Pain in their commercial. They got Meg Thee Stallion in there.
Oh, I missed that one.
You missed that one. They had Urkel in there. They had Ric Flair. What? Yeah, they had like a whole bunch of people in there.
Of course, I would miss that one.
And I'm thinking to
probably
myself,
in the kitchen.
I'm like, damn, people really eat hummus like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, where they get that budget from? You figure, you know what I mean? A 30-second, but they had like all these celebrities in there, and then they still had to pay for the Super Bowl ad. And I'm just like, damn, I underestimated Sabra hummus. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess as overall the commercials were okay. You know, I've seen better throughout the years. I've seen funnier. I don't know. Like it's just kind of like missing something. Like there's no more edge to these Super Bowl commercials. There's no more like element of surprise or anything like that.
I will say though that this year was a little bit better, only because I just remember the past couple years, a lot of the commercials have been like heavily focused on cars.
Yeah.
I felt like more than half of the commercials were car commercials. They weren't funny, entertaining, and I feel like this year it was a lot less car commercials and more of like everything else. And trying to be funny, at least attempting.
It wasn't funny. I mean, I don't know. I guess my sense of humor is a little different now, but there was no edge. There was no element of surprise to be like, oh my God, that was dope. None of that no more. It's like people playing it safe. Freaking beers want to be eco-friendly now and organic and stuff.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's just, growing up, you used to see Budweiser and bikini football and all that stuff. Now it's like, you know what I mean? Like you see how the climate has changed for that. So I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying like it's just so different. Like it's different now. What you think about the halftime concert? J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh, how do I say this? So I like Shakira and I like J-Lo. But I believe that they have had much better performances. And I don't think that the songs mesh well together. Like just didn't transition from one song to the next that well. And then the songs that were like really fun, that were like bangers, like they ended quickly. Yeah.
I mean, it's always been like that when they perform because it's not like they can do a whole record. You know, they're pretty much doing their catalog.
But it was a way. I don't know. It's like it was certain numbers lasted longer than others, and there weren't numbers that were that like as great.
Yeah.
And the transitions were not great either. I
thought it was weird just to have two great, I guess, well, I shouldn't say, did I just say that? Popular. Some of the most popular like Latina artists together. Like normally Shakira could headline anything, right?
Yeah.
Then they had J-Lo there too.
I would have preferred though. I like it when they have a mashup of artists from different genres. I think it just makes for a better show.
And watching halftimes though, you'll have your headlines, and then you'll have like whoever they collab with come up. But Shakira had her whole set that she did the intro for. Then she had J-Lo come in, so it was a little different format this time around.
What are you talking about? J-Lo was a headliner.
I know, but normally, like, I don't know.
She opened for J-Lo. What you mean she had?
Well, how about when Beyonce performed? Who opened for her?
It was Beyonce and Bruno together.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
That's when it was done well. And that's it on that.
Who was playing on the Super Bowl that year? Maybe it wasn't interesting.
I don't remember. It was 2016. I was looking it up because that's where I felt like, okay, those were two megastar headliners.
It's probably
that
the
did
Patriots
very, very
there.
well.
The Patriots is probably in there. I thought the performance was cool. It was cool. It was cool. The cameraman kind of, was kind of weird. Like, just made us miss a lot of booty shots. I'm thinking to myself, yes, there's gonna be booty right here, and then it's like he just zoomed into an ultra wide, and
It's
then
a
he
family
zoomed
show.
in. But they wore them outfits though,
Which is why I was a bit confused why J-Lo was on that pole. Mind you, she didn't do anything risque, but I just thought, I felt like if it was any other artist that they wouldn't have been able to get away with that, I think.
I don't know. It was cool though. It was cool. It's actually cool to see the Hispanics. What's the proper word?
Latinos.
The Latinos. I always get confused with that. But yeah, it's proud to see them like repping in the halftime show because she had that Puerto Rican flag, draped around her, and then I think it turned into like a USA flag too. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Well, it looked like a USA flag first when she opened it up.
Oh, I mean, it could have been Puerto Rican flag on one side and USA flag on the other side.
I think so.
I thought that was really cool. I think that was dope too. I like that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, like with I
don't know what got into Shakira.
Well, with the tongue.
Yeah, what was that?
I remember
immediately. Like the internet does not waste any time.
I remember seeing that live and be like, "Oh my goodness, she getting possessed up there." It was like I
can't even remember. I'm so tired. I don't remember how it went.
I don't know.
But it just reminded me of
you guys will definitely see the meme when it comes out. That's for sure.
When our son be playing around and he be like blah, 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 blah. Like that's literally what it reminded me of.
Yeah, it was. People are gonna have a blast with that.
Oh gosh.
Even though I thought Shakira had more. J-Lo and Shakira really toned like must have been slimming down because not to focus on their booty or anything like that, but they were known for like having really like nice curves.
J-Lo, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as pronounced as it was. But then again, she's getting older. She still looks good. Like she's really fit and all that.
Yeah,
but
she looks amazing.
Yeah, it
but
looks good.
she did look more like, I don't know, slender, I guess.
I don't know. It's two dope performances by two great females. I'm not really. It was all right. I thought it was dope. It's crazy. Like with J-Lo, I never, I'm not really a J-Lo fan, but she do got some hot records.
Yeah.
But it just could be maybe because I've been hearing it and I got those memories attached to that era. But that was dope.
Yeah.
So let's move on. That was the Super Bowl right there.
Yeah. Good. It was entertaining game. Great game.
Oh, yeah, it was a great game.
Congratulations.
I won. Shout out to anybody that won on DraftKings. But I picked the Chiefs to cover the 1.5 point spread and under. You know
whatever that means.
That means that you deduct 1.5 points for the Chiefs. So basically, they're starting the game. Let's say the game's 0-0. They're beginning the game 0 minus 1.5. They have to make up for that 1.5 point to win. And then the under, Vegas determines what the over under is, meaning the total points scored by both teams combined, which was 53. And you can bet.
I lost you already. I'm sorry.
So the total points scored in the game is the over under. So if it's 25-25, the over under is 50.
Why?
The Vegas is just good like that when it comes to math. The over under. You either bet over, like whatever you go into your app and it'll say over under 50 points. And you either bet over for them to go over that to score 51, or you bet under for them to score 49. If the game is at 50, it's you pretty much lose. So that's why they call over under, which is really tricky.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I won. I won a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to a player. But let's move on. Let's move on to the. I don't know what we got next on the agenda. What else you want to talk about? Hopefully, you guys are sticking through us right now. Sticking through us. Is that sticking with us? Sorry, English is my second language. I think I said that in my vlog one day, and people were like, sticking through us. Miz said it too. He's like, sticking through us. Pause. But I guess let's go to Instagram, because I posted up a picture, and I pretty much asked the people what it is that they want to know. So let's go through a couple questions here, just a couple.
What was decided was current events, marriage, and mental health.
Right.
So what were the questions about?
Well, one of them was, how did I meet you? You want to talk about that, or you want to say that for another episode?
Oh, okay.
You want to talk about it now?
I guess.
This is the intro episode, so I guess we can talk about it. We were trying to actually keep this like around 30 minutes, but if you guys are enjoying it, I guess you would keep listening.
It's long. It's been longer.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh.
But let's talk about it real brief.
Timing it.
I don't know. What does the camera say right now?
We spent too much time on that Super Bowl event, so you need to cut that down then. I don't know. I can't see.
Okay. So one of the questions was, how did I meet you? She was all on a player, you know what I'm saying? She was like, hello there, how are you?
Yeah, all right.
Added me to Instagram and MySpace.
I didn't even have a MySpace account ever in life.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
And I didn't have Instagram until like a year or two ago.
True. Let's talk about it then.
Yeah.
So who wants to lead this story off?
I can.
Go ahead, do your thing.
So we were out. Well, I was out with my best friend, and you were out with your best friend in Philly.
That's right.
I don't know where. Oh, I think we were in Old City, and went to get something to eat after the club, which closes at about 2 a.m. 1:45. Turn the lights on.
Philly clubs close early. compared to New York.
Yeah. And so we went to go get cheesesteak in where
Pat's.
Gino's? Is that's South Philly?
South Philly.
South Philly. I don't know. Well, up until that point, so I went to Temple University for undergrad. TU. And I always have to do that. Sorry. And I up until that point.
Right there. Fix it.
Mijo, what?
Fix your mic. You're speaking over like this. I'm telling you, you have to speak into your mic.
Okay, like this. And now I'm like,
go ahead.
My shoulders, I'm like this. But all right, you're because you didn't match it to my height.
Well, you
Now
can
it's too
ask me.
high.
You didn't tell me. I'm just trying to put it there. You can adjust it.
Okay, is that better?
I don't know. Is it better for you?
But I've been hearing myself quite fine.
I'm telling you.
You were the one that's going
but
crazy
we
over
won't be
it.
on the net. Look at my sound. Listen to my voice right now.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
that sound better.
Yes. Who's the expert here?
You apparently.
Okay. You got to trust me on this. Otherwise, first episode, you'll be, TU. And I'm going to be, yeah. Mm-hmm. Listen to the difference.
Well, I told you that you have a deeper voice than me anyways.
But you sound great right now because you're speaking properly into the
Okay.
mic. There's a certain technique you have with this mic. You have to speak right on top of it.
Okay.
Sheesh. Just wasted a whole 5 minutes. Let's start over.
What was I saying? So we were each out with our corresponding best friend for the night, and it was after the clubs had closed, and we all ended up at Pat's Cheesesteaks in South Philly. I was ahead in the line, I think, of you, right? I was ahead, right?
Yeah, I was there with Miz. Yeah, shout out to the homie Miz. We left early that day too.
Was there?
It was
dry.
early.
It was dry. I was kind of quiet. And
It was a dry ass day to go clubbing, dry ass night to go clubbing. We ended up at Pat's because you always go out and eat afterwards when you go out drinking. And Pat's was one of the hot spots to go to, not mainly for the cheesesteak, but just because it's a good area to like socialize and meet other people.
Oh, now I remember what I was saying. Yeah, I didn't because I was at Temple, so I was just used to getting a cheesesteak from the SAC, like the student center. So I didn't really like get out like that. I mean, I had been to South Street and like other parties and stuff. It's not like I didn't get out at all, but I wasn't exploring Philly like that to know what cheesesteak spots to take my friend to. So we ended up at Pat's. It's a touristy spot, Pat's and Gino's. And I was ahead in line. We got our cheesesteaks, and instead of grabbing the table, I went straight to where the condiments were to get ketchup.
That's right. I was behind her, and I actually noticed her first before she noticed me because I'm sitting talking to Miz, and we just cutting up and stuff, and I seen this fine woman right in front of me, just straight up, had some nice tight jeans on. I'm like, I had my head down just talking to Miz. I look up. Then I look up again. Then I see them thighs. Then I seen that booty.
All right.
Straight up. I'm like, damn. But that's, that's all I said. I really wasn't going to like say anything to you. Was kind of like a shy dude at that time. And then she got her cheesesteak first, and she went ahead and got her fixings, and knowing her like I know her now and how it all made sense because she's just like she gotta get her ketchup and everything perfectly right. Me, I went straight to the table. Miz was getting his condiments and all that. I went straight to the table. Claim the table first because that's the best technique to do it. You got to go claim your table first, and
I thought that I don't know what happened. To me, it felt like it wasn't a busy night.
It wasn't a busy night.
And then all of a sudden there was no tables left. Like you took the last table.
That's right.
Which I had mentally in my mind had claimed the table already. Like I saw that because I was ahead of him, so I had claimed that.
I claimed it first. I remember looking back and she giving me this dirty look, Like, you mother flower.
Yes.
Like, you did not just take my table. I claimed that in my head.
Yeah, I was tight.
And and I'm not normally a guy that actually, I'm not like, I'm really an introvert at heart. So I don't know what provoked me or why I would say that to you, but I'm like, did you want to sit with us? That's what I said.
No.
Yes, I said that.
What happened was we locked eyes and I sucked my teeth at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you started
were
walking
like,
away, and I'm like, I mean, you want to sit with us?
No, you said, oh, were you gonna sit here?
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did, and I said, yeah. And then you said, well, do you want to share?
That's
and
what I
I
remember.
looked you up and down, and I said, oh, I guess you don't look crazy. So I guess, like, okay, that's what happened.
Well, I initiated that, so that was, you know what I'm saying? Then we started talking, and it wasn't like nothing like where I was kicking into her type thing.
Yeah, because I was not available at the time.
She had a man at the time, but it was like I was single, but yeah, I was dating and stuff like that, and I thought it would be cool just to meet up, like just meet and have friends and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I did though was I have to keep her in contact. And if anybody know anything back then, with BlackBerry phones, I had the BlackBerry Curve. Mm-hmm. The way you communicate was getting someone's BBM. That was like a secure way to keep in contact with someone without actually having their phone number. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, what's your BBM? And she was like, what's that?
No, you didn't get mine. You got my friends.
Oh, is that what it was?
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Don't make me try. I was not that type of girlfriend. You totally got my friends.
Did I get your friends?
Yeah.
But I didn't ask for your friends stuff.
We didn't connect until later on Facebook. Oh. We did not talk directly. You had gotten her BBM.
That's right.
Because my response was like, I have a boyfriend. Mm. Yeah.
That's cool then. All right. Well, I didn't get hers purposely by getting hers, but I guess for me to actually...
You planted a little seed.
For me to actually stay close to you, I guess that made sense because, back then it's like, how many contacts, how many BBM contacts you got? So I guess I just added her just to add her as a contact. And she was cool. She was cool. Very down to earth. And I'm like, all right, cool. Ain't no thing. And then I guess with me being in contact with her from time to time, we would meet at parties and stuff like that. And the one thing I did like about you a lot was we was in a club one time and just a group party, whatever. And I remember seeing mad dudes coming up to you trying to dance. And you would be like, I got a man. I'm like, yo, shit, that's dope, man. Like, she shut him down from the rip. I'm like, yeah, man, whoever dude she with, he's a lucky dude because she not entertaining nobody. Like, and I know girls, like, when they go out to have a good time, they would just dance with random dudes and be like, I got a man, but all right, I'm just here to have a good time. With her, I seen her firsthand. It was like, I'm like, if I ever make her mine, I'm good. And that's what happened. But that's essentially how we met. We met at Pat's. And, me being a foodie, I guess that's only right. Mm-hmm. It's very ironic, and I'm glad it happened that way. Mm-hmm. We just give you a little brief story on how we met.
Yes.
We can go into details later about other things, and, we don't want to give it all away on this first episode, but that's essentially how we met. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So on to the next question. I guess we'll just do one more.
I say you want to talk about how you met my family?
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about all that. The Dominican family, man. Let's see here. I'll let you pick. I'll just keep scrolling up.
Oh, gosh. I can go on and on about that one.
I know. Me too.
Your sister, how does she deal with you?
I think it's a good one. Why did you guys decide to start a podcast?
Well, you came to me with the idea.
Yeah. This as you're watching this is Sunday. We're actually filming, like I said, our first one. I have no idea how to actually do a podcast, but once I get focused and locked in, like you literally can't stop me. You can ask my wife. Like I am one track minded. I'm pretty much obsessed with the information and I want to get more information. And that's how I actually operate my life and my career. Like once I'm into it, I am into it. So this is a Sunday. I think we spoke about it on a Thursday. I ordered the equipment and it came here on Friday. I I went to bed Friday night early, woke up at 3 a.m, and like I said, I received the equipment Friday. Woke up at 3 a.m. before work, and I rearranged my room to look like this. And this room was already like my workstation area. And I spent what I needed to spend. I got the lighting right. But what made me, why I asked my wife, what you think about starting a podcast? Because first of all, I think you're super dope.
Thanks.
I think you're super intelligent, brilliant, very beautiful, very great personality wise, and I have this dope platform. If you guys don't know by now, but I have JL Jupiter TV, which is like really taking off, and I've been doing that with the homies. And I'm like, why don't I just try to empower my wife? Like she listens to a lot of podcasts every day.
I do.
And
I love them.
I'm like, I need to use this platform and show her the way, get her motivated so that she can have her own platform of herself. And why not just tag team with her with this platform and just show her the, how to access, how to record. And then from there, she can just go on about her business and start her own.
Yeah.
Bring on different guests.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I wanted to empower my wife because I wanted to show her, if you're listening to it so much, why not just start your own?
Yeah.
Because people will fall in love with other people's stories all the time.
Yeah. And I appreciate you for that because you are someone that you have an idea and then the time of execution is so quick. It's
within
so
the
short.
week. It is within the week.
And for me, I am a planner to a fault.
Yeah.
I'm for a few years now, I've been wanting to start a blog, to start a podcast.
She talks about it all the time.
And all right, calm down. That's not true.
Not all the time, but she talks about it. I'm like,
I've mentioned it here and there.
Let me make this happen for her.
And so just planner to a fault, and with doing that and having fears and insecurities and doubts, self-doubt, you just continue to put things off. So
Right.
I appreciate you for basically getting this set up and just pushing it forward and moving it forward. And I've decided that this year, I think I've allowed fear to hold me back too much. And so this year I'm like saying yes to doing things anyways, despite whatever amount of fear I may have. So we'll see where 2020 takes us.
You have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. I truly believe that.
Is that I don't think that's the phrase.
I just made it up. That's my phrase. Put yourself in an uncomfortable position, man. No, that's straight up. I do that from time to time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would...
No, you have to be to grow. Yes, to grow, to evolve, to succeed.
That inspires me so much. Like just to get in certain situations and conversations with people, or place myself in a public speaking position or something like that. Just that I feel like that challenges me, and it inspires me, and I really get motivated to it. Like it just turns on my different senses, and then it just drives me to just want to be greater at it, or it just adds like a value to my life. So yeah. So that's why we started the podcast. And anybody can do this. It took me literally about half hour to research. It's all online. I got the interface. You know, you just got to invest in yourself. Nothing's ever too expensive. You know, have a budget and all that, but you don't really have to get any of this fancy stuff. But just know that
Yeah, he's just extra, yo.
I am very extra. I want to have good quality stuff when I do stuff
Yeah,
like this.
but we have to figure out this whole mic situation.
See how you
because
just sound
it's
just now? It sounds good. Now that we answer that, you want to answer one more. Let's answer a mental health question. I don't know why you're humming right now, but is that what you do for mental health?
Sorry.
Let's find a mental health questionnaire. You know, people are saying congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know. Is this a mental health question? As a married couple, how do you talk things out when y'all have problems? How does her background in counseling play out with your relationship? She's super analytical, man.
No. That is not even what I was gonna kick it off with.
Go ahead and kick it
I
off.
think that we have both have come from families and from cultures that don't, I don't know what the word is, promote or appreciate talking things through.
It's very true.
Being candid, being transparent, being vulnerable. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
I can't say that word.
It sound like a drug.
Vulnerable.
Sound like a new drug. Vulnerable. What are you on right now, man? I'm on that vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Why can't I say that word? Vulnerable. There we go. Vulnerable. And so my training and my education as a counselor has given me a lot of practice with being comfortable doing that. And so I think that has been a huge help for our marriage, because there are things that I think if it were up to you, we would just never talk about them. And when we do talk about them, because I make us talk about them,
that's right,
things usually almost always get better. So
yeah, she wants to talk everything out.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. You know, that actually is something I need to work on as well. I guess as guys, we really kind of just sweep it under the rug a little bit and just keep it moving. And I don't know, I never actually had someone teach me that part of talking it out and finding what the issues are. So yeah.
You say that. So yeah, so gender, but also culturally as well.
Culturally, I mean, like I said, growing up in a Cambodian household, we don't talk it out. We just, the woman would, if they had issues with you, they would just make a good meal and say, come eat. You know, there was no type of, hey, let's talk about what you said to me the other day when we was picking blueberries. It wasn't none of that. It was, I guess it would have to be really bad for them to actually have some sort of intervention amongst, like, you know, the old head probably have to be like, all right, we got to sit it out. You guys got to squash it. But if it's just minor, like not even minor stuff, but we don't appreciate the speaking aspect of it. We just think it's going to get better on its own. Right?
Yeah.
We feel like it's going to go away if we don't talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a matter of appreciation, but more so just the discomfort. Like being uncomfortable or being afraid of what could happen if you put yourself out there, your true thoughts or feelings. So
Yeah. I mean, I know, you know, I got some family members, the son would say I love you to his mom, and she don't even say I love you back.
Yeah.
She'll just be like,
Whereas in my family, you have to give a kiss on the cheek to every single person in the entire vicinity before you leave. So
oh my God. That's a Latin culture
yeah.
thing right there. And I've learned that early on, and I keep seeing it. You know, you once you arrive, you say hi to everybody. Once you leave, you say hi to everybody. Me, I dip out. I think there's a word for it, but I don't want to say that because I don't want to, you know, I don't know. I can't say it, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, I guess.
What are you talking about? A phrase?
Yeah, it's like a phrase they use, but they use like it's like a certain group.
Oh, the Irish exit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just learned about that like a year or so ago because one of
Yeah.
my interns who is Irish,
Okay.
shout out to him.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like proper or not to say, so I didn't want to say it. But
Yeah.
now that you said it, I can say Irish goodbye. I'm known for that, man. I remember just bouncing and people like, yo, where you go, man? I'm like, yo, I had to go, man.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, so I just learned it from him, and I was like, oh, "That's a thing." Like, I need to
Just
I
leave.
I need to do that.
That's
like,
the
I need to
best.
get on that.
That is the best. You know what it is? The reason why I just like doing that, because I'm not too good with small talk.
You're not.
I'm not good with small talk. Like if I'm saying goodbye to you and you want to be like, oh man, we definitely got to kick it. Oh yeah, we definitely got to kick it and set something up next time. Yeah, I don't like that. It's just something I'm not mentally.
Man, you don't like small talk, long talk, deep talk.
It depends.
Like,
It depends what type of talk.
like if it doesn't interest you, you kind of check out.
Yeah, I check out real fast,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't do that on purpose. It's just it don't interest me, and my brain doesn't lie to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm, it's crazy. Like if you talk in my language on what it is I like and I've been paying attention to. Oh, you have my fullest attention. I can sit and talk to you for hours. But if I'm trying to listen to you and you're telling me something that I have no interest in, I will say, "Damn, that's crazy." That wow, you learned that? Damn,
that's
You read that? Wow, yeah. I will do that to death. So I guess that's the reason why I just like bouncing, because I don't have to deal with small talk. I just can't do it. Like it's not my thing. And when that happens to me, I get the heebie-jeebies. Like I get a anxiety and like a minor panic attack and stuff. And I just want to go.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Because, you start saying goodbye to everybody in the room. Let me get a picture first before you leave. Oh, let me, take my number down. Come meet my wife over here. It's like,
yeah,
I just want to go.
Yeah.
So,
No,
but
I hear you.
I'm trying to respect that more because I am married to a Latina.
Afro-Latina.
Afro-
Proud Afro-Latina.
Afro-Latina.
Yes.
And I'm trying to do better with that. So we'll dive into that a little bit more.
Yes.
But yeah, if you guys know me, you already know what I'm talking about. If you speak my language, then I'm with you all the way. That's funny. We'll talk more about that because she actually has funny stories of catching me mentally checking out. And I'd be like, huh? what was that? Like, damn, I was that obvious? She's like, yes. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I think we've said enough for this
Yes.
first episode. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this Game Changer podcast.
Yes.
Why don't you, babe? Why don't you give us tips on mental health? Something an exercise that people can do to kind of reset themselves.
Sir. This is why I need a plan. Why you I thought we were wrapping up and you're over here asking me to throw.
What do you do every morning at work? Isn't that like a system check?
That's not no.
No.
That is part of like where I worked. They have a trauma informed approach.
I
But they
thought
talking
that
about,
was
like,
cool. Just asking each other, how are you doing today?
How are you feeling?
How are
And
you
get
feeling
people to talk
today?
about their feelings.
That's great. Sometimes people don't get asked that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's a great way to just kind of like. It's funny because some people, they feel, you think they don't have nothing to say until you ask them the right questions, and they will go off and talk your ear off.
Sorry, my nose is running.
They be like, oh, ain't nothing, same old. I'm like, word. And you ask them a regular question, they'll just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And that tells me, you know, no one actually ever asks you those certain type of questions, simple ones too. So
Yeah, well, we're always in this world in a rush, somewhere hustling, grinding, and so people are not used to pausing and really thinking and reflecting about how they are feeling or having a focus or intention of in their day. So I do appreciate that we do that at work because I suck at trying to keep this habit up of meditation and prayer in the morning. I'll be good with it for a few days or a few weeks, maybe even a few months, and then I fall off. Or with the yoga, I'll do it in the morning again. I'll be good for a little while and then I fall off. And I truly feel a lot better when I do it. I just don't know how to stick with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some tips about building or what's it called? Maintaining habits or books. I like to read books. Not that I have too much of the time to do that right now because I'm working on my dissertation, but I do like to read for pleasure. So if you have suggestions,
we're going to, I guess,
way.
Well, once we get a nice momentum going and workflow with this podcasting, we'll definitely be more of a format, have more stories for you and stuff like that. But for now, like I said, I'm really big on just starting something and just starting it. I've been around so many artists and people who've just asked me questions and not start anything. They would be, what's the word I've read?
That's me. I am people.
Perfection paralysis, where you want to be so perfect that you don't start anything because it's not good enough for you. Me, I'm big on just starting it, and it's gonna iron out itself, which it does, and I love it because that journey of just starting it, you'll definitely get there. But you have to begin. What did I say the other day? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Where you get that from? I heard that somewhere else.
I was watching somebody. I forgot his video, but when he said it just resonated with me because a lot of people don't start. You know how many people ask me, I want to start my podcast. I'm like, just start. Use your iPhone. But I want to buy equipment. Okay, this is how much it costs. Oh, I don't have that money right now.
Yeah.
It's all these barriers. But if you have an iPhone, start your podcast. That's not that, it's only going to keep adding your value, you're going to keep growing and adding value to yourself. So just begin. My tip, I guess for the day is just start. Whatever it is you want to do, begin it today.
Yes.
And you can donate to the Cash App too after that. No, just kidding. Yes. Hey, thank you guys for joining us, the Game Changer podcast.
Yes, thank you. You've still been with us this whole time.
Did you have fun?
I did.
This is great. I have actually, you know what? One of my secret enjoyments of starting a podcast is that I get to speak to my wife.
All right.
No, think about it. We are such in a busy time in our lives.
Yeah.
That we really are just.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we gonna eat?
This is literally your love language right now.
Exactly. We're gonna talk
quality
about
time.
We're gonna talk about love language later on too, and we want to school you guys on love language and how you can connect better with your partner. Maybe we'll talk about that on episode 2.
See, there you go.
Maybe
in the future.
We're gonna talk about it now, right now. But we'll talk about that. But like I said, I have an enjoyment of just speaking to you and seeing the excitement. I think you're really excited. I am.
I feel more comfortable doing this than I thought I would be. So it's fun.
I think all your friends are going to see this and be like, wow, that's actually an official setup. We thought you were just going to be in a garage or something with an iPhone. This is actually really good.
They know you're legit. They know how extra you are.
They forgot who you married, huh? But thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to throw up the video on YouTube, and I guess I'm going to, put it up on iTunes as well. So I don't know how that works, but you guys can
You
just.
mean Apple Podcast?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, Apple Podcasts. I'm still new to it. See that? I haven't actually done the research on different platforms. I just know that I'm just going to put the video together and chop it up. So just, I don't know, just subscribe, leave a comment, what you guys enjoyed. How's our audio level too? I'm trying to perfect that. I'm actually doing this right off the iPad. And yeah, anything you want to plug in, babe?
No. Well, if anybody notices, I feel awkward because I don't have my ring on right now, and that is because I was cooking in the kitchen, so I took it off.
She was cooking. She does that from time to time, where I don't
sleep with it on. I don't when I'm giving our baby a bath and all that. I take it off. So
I would take mine off, but I think I've gotten fat and. It doesn't slide off easy at all. So yeah. It's cool.
So just in case anybody noticed that, but I felt once I noticed it, I felt funny the whole time. But
it's all good. Marriage is a state of mind, not just a ring. No, none of you want to plug in. I guess just follow the page. We're gonna put everything.
We have a page now.
We have an Instagram page now.
Oh, we do. What's it
called? I move fast.
What is it
Game
called?
Changer Podcast 2020.
Oh, well, there you go.
YouTube channel.
Follow us on IG.
I don't think YouTube will come up because we don't have any videos yet. This is the first episode, so it'll be Game Changer. It's really, youtube.com/Game Changer Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and subscribe, leave a comment.
Yes.
And let my wife know how great she's doing for her first time.
And let us know any questions or topics and what would you like to hear from us.
That's right. And we'll definitely make it better. The audio is going to be better next time. Maybe do a multiple camera angle. But for now, like I said, just start. So start, subscribe. Game Changer Podcast. I'm JL, and this is...
I'm so sorry. I was drinking water to prevent from coughing.
Messed up my outro.
It's the post-nasal drip. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not even spring yet, and she is hurting. Let's do that again. So thank you. Right. Thank you guys for joining us again. This is Game Changer Podcast, hosted by JL, and this is
Triana.
We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
Bye.